All right, let's dive into a really powerful idea for just smashing through creative blocks and sparking some genuine innovation. It's all about something called the beginner's mind. We're going to explore exactly how it works.
So here's a weird question for you. Is your greatest strength also your biggest weakness? It's kind of a paradox, right? We spend years, sometimes decades, building up our expertise, becoming that go-to person. But what if that very expertise, the thing that makes us so valuable, is actually building invisible walls around our thinking?
And that leads us right into this really common pitfall, the trap of expertise. It's this strange idea that the more we know about something, the less we might actually be able to see new things about it. Our brains create these super efficient mental highways, but sometimes the most groundbreaking ideas are way off-road.
And this really gets to the heart of the problem. Our own knowledge, our experience, it creates biases and assumptions. We start to think we know the right way, or maybe even the only way to do things. And without even realizing it, bam, we've slammed the door shut on a world of new possibilities. Now, it's really important to remember, this isn't some kind of personal failing. It's just a natural side effect of becoming an expert.
So how in the world do we escape this trap? Well, the solution is in a concept known as beginner's mind. It's all about intentionally shifting our perspective, kind of like rebooting our brain to see the world with fresh eyes.
Now, at its core, the beginner's mind is not about forgetting everything you know. Not at all. It's about choosing to set aside your preconceptions just for a bit and looking at a problem with genuine, wide-eyed curiosity, almost like you're a kid seeing it for the very first time.
And this comparison just lays it out so perfectly. The expert's mind, well, it runs on assumptions. It craves certainty. And that, unfortunately, creates limits. But the beginner's mind, oh, that's fueled by curiosity and openness, which just unlocks this whole universe of possibility. It's the difference between saying, I know, and asking, what if?
And this isn't just some nice philosophical idea. There's real science, real neuroscience behind why this mental shift is so incredibly powerful, especially when our brains are trying to wrestle with really complex information.
So here's the key takeaway. When you adopt a beginner's mindset, you're literally forcing your brain to build new pathways, new roads, instead of just driving down the same old familiar ones. And doing that allows you to see connections and patterns you totally would have missed otherwise. It's like a secret weapon for navigating the messy challenges of our world today.
Okay, this all sounds great in theory, but you're probably wondering, how do I actually do this? That's a great question. Let's break it down into a really clear, actionable framework.
You can put this into practice with three main actions. First, release your constraints. You have to actively question your own assumptions. Ask yourself, what do I believe is true here, and what if the complete opposite is true? Second, apply mindfulness. This just means being fully present with a challenge, just observing it without rushing to judgment. And third, and this is so crucial if you're a leader, model curiosity. Show your team that it's not just okay, but that it's incredibly valuable to ask basic questions and admit you don't have all the answers.
And when you and your team really start putting this into practice, wow, the results can be absolutely transformative. There's a real, tangible payoff for doing this.
I mean, the outcomes are huge. You're not just going to get one or two new ideas here and there. No, you're actively creating a culture of innovation. This builds teams that are way more adaptable. It unlocks the creative potential that's already sitting inside every single member of your team, and it becomes this powerful tool for navigating those really messy, complex problems.
So we'll leave you with this final thought. Just for a second, think about the biggest challenge on your plate right now. What are the assumptions you're holding on to about it? And what might become possible if you could approach it just for a moment with a true beginner's mind?